Okay guys, we're gonna try this again. I tried to do a video earlier in the morning, but apparently everybody was awake, including the animals, and I live by an airport too, so that was that. And then I live by a range. Let's just put it, at that, a range. And so everything that could make a noise was making noises when I was trying to talk. So we're going to try this again. I'm actually going to do a sample of a scarf, which just means I'm not going to do a whole entire scarf. I'm going to show you how to do the Tunesian Crochet Simple Stitch, and I'll show you what it looks like, and then later on I'll show you what I'm working on that, it's the same color as this yarn. I'm actually making a scarf with this yarn, but I wanted to show you the beginning. We're using, or I'm using, homespun yarn. It is acrylic, and I think it's called, let's see, I had it in my head and I forgot. Portland, Maine. No. Portland wine. Sorry, why did I get that? Portland wine. So you can get this at, I've seen it at Walmart or other stores, but I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use my Tunisian crochet hook. This is bamboo. I actually don't know what size it is. And I put this dish towel in my lap because I'm wearing a very colorful skirt, and I felt that it would be too busy in the picture. So I'm just letting you know. I do have fountain pen ink on my hands. I'm so sorry about that. I do have, I like fountain pens. So I was inking up some of my fountain pens last night, and it kind of stayed with me. So by Monday it'll be gone. So for starters, we're going to make a slip knot. There's lots of fancy ways to do it, but I just make one. Make a loop like this, and then put some of the yarn in the loop like this. And then put the hook in there, and then tighten it up a little bit. We don't want it too tight, because if you have your tension too tight, especially on the first or second row, your whole project will be wonky. So we don't want to do that. Alright, first things first, so I made a slip knot. I'm going to hold my yarn like this with my thumb and my middle finger here holding this part, and I'm going to make, I don't know, maybe 10 I can't think of the word. Oh my goodness. I have ADHD, so sometimes I can't think of the words. 10 chains, that's what I meant. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then I'm going to do this 10 times, okay? So that's 2, that's 3, yarn over, pull through, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so I got 10 on there. I think it's 10. We're just doing a sample. So the next step we're going to do, we're going to go forward. I think that's forward, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this chain that my yarn is in, and I'm going to put my hook in this second chain, okay? I'm going to grab the yarn and pull through the hole. So I have 2 loops on my hook, okay? So I'm going to do it for the third loop, pull through, and now you have 3, okay? And we're going to do it again. Oops. There we go. Put it in the fourth one, pull it through. And you're going to do that until you get finished, okay? So I'm going to do it one more time. Push it in there, pull it through, grab your yarn and then pull it through, okay? So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so this is what it looks like going to the end. I actually have 11 loops, but you know, we're just doing a sample, so it doesn't matter. In my actual scarf, I did 21 loops or chains, and then so it's 22 loops. So we're gonna go to the next step. So the next step we're gonna do in this first loop right here, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, wider, I guess, looser, that's what I mean. And I'm gonna pull through, grab the yarn and pull through just this one, okay? And you're gonna do that on every one that's on this, the last loop. You're gonna do only one time, okay? Now for the other ones, we're going to the right, okay? You're gonna grab your yarn and you're gonna pull through 2. Now this might be tricky at first, but I pulled through 2, okay? See, there's 2 loops on the hook. It's not on the hook, but it's on your working yarn, okay? And then we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna grab your yarn, pull through 2. All right, there we go. And it's gonna create these your work. Sorry about my dogs, they are inside. So grab your yarn, pull through 2, grab your yarn, pull through 2, and just as you go, just make sure your tension's not too tight, because we're gonna work in these posts later on. This post, that post, we're gonna work in those, okay, when we go back. So grab your yarn, pull through 2, grab your yarn, pull through 2, just like that. Grab your yarn, pull through 2. All right, so we're at the end, okay? All right, so we're going to the left. So we're gonna skip this post right here, okay? This is a post. That's a post. This is a post. That's a post. This is a post. See all the posts? We're gonna be working our yarn into those, okay? But I don't need to do anything with this first post, so skip that one. We're gonna go to the second one. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hook and go in the back of that particular post, grab your yarn and pull through, and you should have 2 loops on your yarn, okay? Just like that. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna take our hook and we're gonna go through the post. I'm going slow, okay? Go through the post, grab your yarn and pull it through, just like that. All right, so we have 3. Do it again. Find the post, put it through, grab your yarn and pull it through. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna do some without talking. Alright, I wanted to show you right before I do the last one in this row. You might think, where is the post? It's actually this last loop right here, okay? So you go punch it through like normal and grab your yarn and pull through, okay? So you have completed the first actual row. It's probably considered 2 rows, but I don't know if you want to count the foundation chain as a row. You can if you want. Alright, so now we're going to go back. We're going to go to the right. So we're going to grab our yarn, and remember this last loop, we're only going to do 1 loop for the end, okay? So grab your yarn, pull it through 1 loop, just like that. And as you're working, look at your work, make sure you're not missing any posts, because if you miss a post, your whole work is kind of messed up. I mean, you can use it for yourself, but it won't look right. So now now that we did that last one here, there, I can't talk. We're going to pull the yarn through 2 loops at a time until we get to the right, okay? So grab your yarn, pull through 2, grab your yarn, pull through 2, and you'll find your tension, this takes practice. Grab your yarn, pull through 2, see? And to check yourself, to make sure you have the correct loops, make sure you have 2 loops on the working yarn. This stuff right here on the left, that's your working yarn if you're right-handed. Of course, if you're left-handed, this is all the opposite way. And I wouldn't know how to teach a left-hander. Alright, so grab your yarn, pull through 2. Alright, so this is what yours should look like. Alright, so there's your posts again, right there, there. All these posts, okay? We're going to be working in those posts to the left. So we're going to skip this first post and we're going to go to the second one. So find it and poke your hook through it, and then grab your yarn and pull through, and you'll have 2. Alright, poke your hook inside, grab your yarn, and pull it through. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is what it should look like so far. Oh, I got little fuzzies or whatever. But when you're doing a project, you want to check it in the beginning. Well, you should check it throughout, but I'm just saying, if you have a mistake in the beginning, it's easier to fix than if you... And this is what it looks like in the outside. The back side. Alright. So, the next row, same thing. We're going to do in this this last row, we're going to pull the yarn 1 time in this last one. And then we'll do it for 2 loops at a time for the rest of the row. Okay? So grab your yarn, pull through 1, alright, and then grab your yarn and pull through 2. Now, if you have trouble doing that part, it's okay to make it a little bit loose, just a little bit, and then maybe tighten it up a little bit. You'll find your way, okay? Now we're gonna go to the right. Grab your yarn, pull through 2. And you'll get your rhythm. That's why I like this, because it's like a rhythm thing. I don't know. Like, when I have ADHD, I like to do the same thing over and over again sometimes. Alright? So, grab your yarn, pull through 2. And then, straighten it out if you need to. Alright? You can make dish rags like this too. You can make all kinds of stuff with Tunesian crochet. But alright, grab your yarn, pull through 2. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cast off, okay? It's real easy, don't worry. So when you finish your scarf, however long you want it, and this is for any project that, you want. This is a good cast off for any project, okay? So we are gonna take our hook and we're going to put it through. We're gonna grab the yarn, pull through both of them, okay? I'm gonna do it again, so don't worry. All right, so you're gonna go through this loop right here, this one right here. You're gonna poke it through, grab your yarn, pull through one, pull through the other, okay? All right, so poke it through the post, grab your yarn, pull through one, pull through the other, okay? Again, poke it through there, grab your yarn, poke it through both. All right. There we go. See, it's making a really good edge. See how good that is? All right, go ahead and get to the left side. All right, as you can see, I mean, it's not perfect, but this is the end. So normally you would, cut around here and then pull the yarn through the loop. But since I don't want to lose this yarn, I'm not going to do that. But to cast off completely, you would cut it and pull that yarn through this hole to make a knot, and then you would weave this end and you would weave this end into your work, okay? And now I'm going to show you my work that I'm doing with the same yarn but a different hook, of course. And just look at these stitches. They're so nice. I mean, they're not perfect, but I just like the evenness of it. You know what I mean? I did a few mistakes here and there, but and there is a curl, but hopefully that'll go away with a wash. But this is what you could do. So you can make clothing, you can make anything you want. Now this yarn is pretty thick. This would be a good blanket on the porch or whatever, but this is what it looks like. All right, so just once you get a rhythm going, it will this can be really fun. But yep, so I do appreciate you for watching. Bye bye.